Hello, this is Talamir and welcome to another repair video. We're looking at an LG G3 phone. I'm just going to bring this code up real close so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And what do we got for an issue with this phone? Well, we have absolutely no display. I'm just going to close this up first and get my amp reader set up here. Now the good thing about this phone, and I've already tested this before, is it does take a charge. And it quickly pulls up to the proper amperage for this type of phone. So I do have another phone that I have pulled out of my parts bin. It's another G3, and it's got a Wi-Fi issue and it's got dead lines on the screen. So it works, at least with the screen turning on. As you can see, it's in pretty rough shape for the screen, but what's important is that it turns on. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the motherboard out of this particular phone, and we're going to transfer it over to this one so that we can see whether or not this one actually works. And if it does in fact work, that means all we really need to do is replace the screen, which is great. That is very doable. It's just a question of price and whether or not it's actually worth doing. The phone itself sells for somewhere around $70 to $90 as far as I can remember. That's what around the price that I sold my other one for. We know that this one is taking charge, this one's taking a charge, so the real question is whether or not this one's motherboard is defective or not. So I'm going to get this one all apart. We're going to throw it into here. Let's do that right now. With this particular model of phone, I've done screen replacements before, but most of what I've been doing with these is actually charge port replacements. Here we are. Now let's go ham on the other one. Here we are. This one is now apart. Now this one isn't sitting completely flat, just in this little spot up here. It's probably that there's a very small version discrepancy between these two. Not that I can see, but it's the only thing that logically would make sense to me. Nevertheless, all the connectors are in place. Just got to chuck the battery in. And this cover right here, which has your power button. And you got to hold down one side, one particular point, otherwise the power button will not register. It's possible this battery is dead. Let's try this one. So, no water damage. Just in case, I think I'm going to chuck down just a couple of screws. Okay, let's see how that does. Yeah, it looks like it already booted up, but it turned off just about immediately. Just in case, I'm going to give this a moment to charge, and we'll just see what happens. So we've left it charging for enough time. It should be doing something at this point. There. Saw the logo come up very briefly, and then the screen just shut off again. You see the light right there. You can see just glowing away. There should be something on screen. Yeah, I see something right now. Just briefly flashed up, and if you see the bottom left corner there, this is damage that's on the screen itself. You can see that. So something is happening. There we go. The phone though, I mean, the screen is in pretty rough shape, but it feels like the phone has been acting weird, you know? The battery it's got a lot of juice in it. I'd say it's around 45, 50, somewhere around 50%. It's staying on. So the question is this phone stable enough to replace the screen? Is the motherboard on it stable enough for a screen replacement? I'm not absolutely sure. I'm going to pull the battery and we're just going to see what it does again. Now the thing is with this one, what we may be encountering is an issue with the screen acting weird and not so much the motherboard. So I'm holding the power button in to turn it on. Here we go. That's acting a lot more like the other phone. This motherboard, I mean. That's a bit more what I'd expect. I have to say, it seems to be working as it should. Maybe a screen replacement will do the trick for it. I'm going to look up to see whether or not there's a part available. And we got to take a look about why that board is not sitting flat. So let's take this apart really fast and just take a look what's going on inside. I'm just going to label these batteries as well. So is there a visual difference between these two? Something that would prevent one from sitting flat compared to the other? Visually speaking, I don't see any reason why it would not. That's why it's not sitting flush. I thought I had lost it, but I hadn't. It's right here. I thought I'd gone in the garbage. So that goes there, and that's why it wasn't sitting flat. Because that little rubber piece was holding it up. So let's toss this back in here. There we go. Just out of curiosity, I think I'm gonna toss this board, the bad board, and into here, and I'm just gonna see what it does. What? The screen is working. Why didn't it work with the other one? Why didn't... Maybe there was like a connector that was loose or something, but this is turning on. And that's a good clean screen too. That's just a little bit of dirt down there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I am so confused. That's working fine. I am really confused now. Because that had every indication that the screen was not working properly. It would not turn on no matter how hard I tried. But now it's working. Why? It's also possible that maybe, like it was taking a charge, but maybe there was an issue with the battery. With that in mind, let's use the old battery. I think the battery is low on juice, so it will not work here. It's acting weird. I saw the light pop up, and it was showing that it's turning on, but with that battery in there, now it's acting weird. Like it shouldn't have done that. I've never heard of a charge controller causing an issue like that before. Not in this sense, no screen turning on, but maybe what's the issue is there's something wrong with the voltage. The screen, I just turned it on with the other battery. The screen has come on, and now it's acting extremely odd. I'm going to take that battery back out. Disconnect these. See if that did the trick. I put it in there, and now it seems like it's reverted back to the issues that it was having before. Just trying to get rid of any charge that's remaining in the phone. I'm theorizing here, just trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, I've disconnected everything. I've tried to discharge everything that's possible out of it. Pressing the power button again. Let's see if it turns on. Okay. I can see, you guys can't see it, but I can see if I put it on an angle that there's a backlight running. It's just not showing thing. It's not showing anything at all. Oh, and it's working now, kind of. It's more than what I had before. It's as if I have to make my way back to what I was at before. I'm not sure if I trust that battery. It's on, but it's not consistently on. You see the screen is acting so weird. I think that's basically exactly the same thing as what the other phone was doing. And it's really hot up in this top left corner. Right here, it's extremely warm. Let's install it back into the working phone. The working screen, apparently. Okay, let's see what happens. Well, that's proper. Turned on immediately. No flickering. Okay, let's take this battery out. Go back to this dreaded battery. I need it to be consistent. That's what I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. So it's working with this battery as well. The question is it overheating, or is there a bigger problem going on here? So that battery is obviously at 0%. Let's just try plugging it in. Let's see what happens. Should get something. So that wasn't there before. Why is it working now? And I was noticing the screen was flickering like crazy on this one. I'm a little bit lost, to be honest. Well, after thorough testing, it's then actually the next day, and this battery, which is the battery from the customer's phone, is fully charged now, and I haven't been able to get it to repeat the problem. So I've been trying to determine what exactly the issue, like the original issue, may have been, And the only thing I can think of was that I noticed the battery on this phone was at like 0%, and it may have been trying to overdraw from it, so there may not have been enough voltage in the battery, and the LG was just pulling more power from the battery than it was capable of being able to output. So the voltage being so low made the screen act weird, and that's why when I switched that battery over to the other, it was acting so weird. That other screen was acting really, really bizarre. So that's all I can think of. I'm gonna put this back together. I don't think there is anything missing. The camera is there. Yep, this goes with the other. So I was gonna end the video. And then something very strange happened. I put all the screws in, and the moment that I had all the screws in, the screen stopped working, doing exactly what it was doing as it had been before. Put the battery back in, try turning it on, and now it works. Okay, now it works. But the moment I put these screws in, oh, it's doing it again. It's acting extremely odd again. So there's somewhere on the board itself, on the circuit board, it has a major issue. There's no exact way for me to fix this either. Like, I wouldn't be able to identify it. It's very likely that there is, just seeing like this is exactly what the other one looks like. Maybe there is a ball on here that's been cracked, and the moment that you put the screws in, it twists the board just enough for it to move, and so it's coming apart and then not apart for that the display. It's not worth taking a in-depth look over. Like, it's working now, it's great, but now it's off. Like, I didn't do anything, it just went off again. And what happens if I twist it or something? You see, I'm pressing it, but it doesn't want to stay on. And if I take out more screws, I'm pretty sure that the issue will completely disappear. I was really hoping the phone was finally fixed and that the issue was related somehow to the battery, as I had said. See, look at that. The screen's flashing on the edges. All of it around you. I don't know, sure. Yeah, you should be able to see it. It's pulsing a little bit. The camera is only set to 30 frames per second. In this one, it's probably not going to show up perfectly, but yeah, it's really rapidly flashing for me. So let's try putting that screw back in and just see what happens. Will this cause the phone to turn off completely? Just turn off the screen. Will it come on? It's still blinking rapidly. And now it's not blinking, but now it's not turning on anymore. There's, for me, no easy way to fix that. I would have to take the entire chip off. I'm just using this as a demonstration or visual. This entire chip I'd have to take off, and then I would have to clean off all the solder, and then I'd have to reball it. And I don't have the equipment for that at the moment to do that kind of a repair, at least not on that scale. I could do it for a smaller chip, like maybe one that's an eighth the size, you know, like that little tiny square right there. If it was just that big, I could look after that. But it is very likely one of those larger chips. I know that there's a larger chip right there, and I think there's another one here, and there might be one over here somewhere. So this, unfortunately, I'm going to deem it unfixable. So that's all there is for this video. If you guys liked the video, please do leave a like, and if you want to see more of my stuff, subscribe. We'll see you guys all in another video. Bye.